What's going on, guys? This is Mias and welcome to the Cyber Dragon deck profile, OTK deck profile. So I'm not going to show you any combos because I already made a video on it. Link will be in the description box below if you haven't watched it already. It's pretty insightful. If you don't know how to combo already, well, you're going to be learning a lot. And even if you do know the combos for Cyber Dragons, you're still going to be able to learn a lot because I went really in depth with the intricate little details. And like I keep saying, the very small details are always the biggest impact game changers. So yeah, before we start, friendly reminder to like and subscribe. Motivates me so much to keep making like these. Please, let's try to aim 1,000 likes on this video. Really gonna make me happy and motivated for more Cyber Dragon videos. Alright, now the first card that I'm playing is Jizukiru, because it's searchable off of Cyber Repair Plant. It's a searchable way to out Dragoon and stuff like that, so it's usually a good card, and you can contact fuse with Chimera Tech Fortress, or you can relinquish Anima to absorb it with Cyber Dragon Hertz, for example, so you have a 3300 beater instead of a 2000 monster if you were to go into Chimera Tech Fortress. So definitely a play that you can take into consideration. I'm also playing Levinier. This card's not searchable yet, but it's really good, and I definitely do consider playing the one Levinier right now. When we are going to get Dark, the Dark Charmer, the Link 2 that is kind of like the dark version of Hita, Levinier is going to be infinitely better. It has really low defense, so it can be searched, and it has a really powerful effect. Banishing 3 lights and darks, ironically, I want to say is almost the biggest thing about it, because you fuel your banish so you can use Cyberload Fusion, and then you kind of just kill your opponent. So this card's Happy Land City. 3 Cyber Dragons, because I am playing 3 Machine Duplication. 2 Galaxy Soldier, it's good at making rank 5s, but it's kind of like a one-trick pony. You do it once, and then you don't need it anymore. So Nova is only there as a one-of, you don't really need more copies. And then 1 Nexter, 1 Fear, and then 1 Chimera. This is easily searchable, so playing any more than 1 Chimera would be ridiculous. It would be way too much, it would be bricky, and yeah, you only need it when you know that you can kill your opponent. Otherwise, it just sits there in your hand until you can finally kill your opponent, but at that point, your opponent was probably not doing anything anyways, so playing 3 Chimera is not increasing the consistency of your deck. Core is a better card overall, it gives you more options, it even gives you the option to get 2 Chimera, whereas Chimera, you can only do one thing, that's searching Power Bond to kill, so definitely less good than a card like Core. Claw, on the other hand, is really good because you can discard it to search for Horizon. And with Horizon, you can search Core, you can search Chimera, you can search basically anything. So it's a pretty good card. I definitely really like Claw. Definitely recommend playing it at 3. And obviously 3 Core, 3 Hertz, because we're playing a bunch of discard cards, Galaxy Soldier, Forbidden Droplet. By the way, in case you're still wondering, if there are budget alternatives to these cards, absolutely, man. Instead of playing 3 Lightning Storm, you can play... Well, I'm already playing for Harpy's Feather Duster, but you can play maybe 3 Twin Twister, 3 Cosmic Cyclone. Instead of playing Forbidden Drop, you can play more Kaijus, Regeki, hand shops like Ghost Bell, Ash, etc. So Forbidden Job definitely isn't a necessity at all. You really don't have to play it. And if you're tight on a budget, I definitely understand. But yeah. Anyways, I kind of went on a big pause. But yeah, Cyber Dark World is a really good card. Again, I showcased it in my combo video, so I'm not really going to explain it too much here. Harpy's Feather Duster, really good one. So you don't really lose to back row decks going second, because if your core gets stopped or if your Chimera gets stopped, usually it's really hard for this deck to recover. Overload Fusion, Cyberload Fusion, these 2 are honestly needed. This is searchable off of Anaconda, and by searchable I mean sendable, and then you can copy the name, the effect. Cyberload Fusion is truly searchable off of Core and Overflow when it gets destroyed, but we're not trying to main deck Overflow because we are trying to kill our opponent on turn 1. We're not trying to just get a huge grind game going because this is not the deck list for this. This really just OTKs your opponent. You're not trying to spend 35 minutes on a game 1. That's just not the strength of the Cyber Dragon OTK deck. And yeah, Power Bond, it's searchable off of Chimera. If you try it, it's not the end of the world though. Repair Plant, again, this searches Galaxy Soldier and Jizukiru, whereas Emergency doesn't. It only searches light machines that are normal summonable, that are not normal summonable, or Cyber Dragon monsters. That's why it searches the Drytrons as well. But yeah, Mystic Mine, so you can actually demolish people going second. It baits negates every single time, and when it doesn't, it can actually deck your opponent out. So Mystic Mine is really terrifying. And obviously 3 Lightning Storm, 3 Emergency, 3 Machine Dupe. It gets you 2 Cyber Dragons from your deck to your hand, on your field. Well, actually way better than getting them to your hand. Wouldn't do anything in the hand. And yeah, 3 Forbidden Chop. Like I said, there are budget alternatives. For the extra deck, I'm playing 1 Cyber Eternity Dragon because you can easily OTK if you send it with Horizon. You can protect your Rampage from being destroyed by card effects or being targeted, so it's really good at navigating boards going second. And then 2 Mega Fleet, 1 Fortress, 2 Rampage, 2 Infinity, 1 Nova. Aura Radon is a huge one, and I actually made a lot of combos with it, but the reason why it's so good is because there are some combos where you can destroy your own overflow, search Cyberload, and then recycle it back with Auradon by tributing the 3 tokens, so you can magically transform like a bad hand into a so much better hand. It's ridiculous, and you don't even need to play any Mecha Phantom Beast monsters, because you're not using the second effect to summon a Mecha Phantom Beast from your deck. You're only recycling back a trap card from your graveyard to your hand by tributing the 3 tokens, so you're not really negging. Again, if you are wondering where the combos are, just check on my channel, but don't worry, even if you're too lazy to check, I'm going to keep making update videos every single time, because people either forget or people want updates on stuff, and again, I completely understand that. Anyways, Seeger, Puzzlomino, Anaconda, El Mirage. By the way, the pronunciation is not Al Mirage, it's El Mirage, as if it was an as if there was an L, sorry, an E, kind of like the El Shaddai monsters. I don't know why Konami randomly wrote it with an A, because that's not something that exists in Arabic, but yeah. And yeah, Relinquished Anima. It's the best Link one that this deck can play. Link Rebo just doesn't do anything. But yeah. Anyways, for the idea section, which is kind of like a baby side deck in a way, Nibiru, Ash, Ogre, good hand traps. The trains, there's a 2-card OTK where you can kill your opponent if all he has is a monster in the extra monster zone and pretty weak main deck monsters. That's usually the kind of play that you do when you have Forbidden Drop and Hurts and Nexter. So if, again, you want an update video on combos that are not necessarily Chimera OTK combos with Power Bond, definitely let me know, because I can easily do that. And Dingirsu, just a friendly reminder that I'm the creator of the Chaos Cyber Dragon deck. So yeah, Dingirsu with Levineer was definitely my invention. Pretty good card though. I don't know if it's necessarily worth main decking, because the extra deck space is a bit tight. Even the Auradon, you can argue maybe play Lina instead. But yeah, Clifford Genius, this is good with Machine Do, but apart from that, it's pretty bad. Dark Ruler, it stops you from dealing damage, and Pot of Prosperity, it doesn't stop you, but it halves it, so 12,600 divided by 2 is not an OTK, unfortunately, so it wouldn't really do too much. It would do 6,300 damage. And yeah, evenly matched if you're going second. It just loses to Lancia, so you have to be afraid of that. And finally, Overflow, if you really want to not die when you're going second, or if you kind of want to have a deck that can survive a bit more than just one turn, because obviously it's a bit hard to play the game really well when all you can do is just have one push on turn 1. Well, you're on turn 2 on your first turn, basically, when you're going second, because you really have to rely on drawing cards that allow you to immediately close the game down, and if you don't, well, you can't really pick apart your opponent's board like 50% and then like try to stall it out, control the game out. And this is actually the kind of mentality that led to me building Cyber Dragon traps in the first place, because I realized that Cyber Dragons were already inherently good at breaking boards, so I just thought to myself, why am I playing more board breaking cards when sometimes my opponents aren't even trying to make a huge board, so they're just trying to make a small board that is really hard to OTK through, and then they have a really good follow-up, so if I don't make interruptions and I can't kill them, I'm going to die because they're going to kill me, and like I said, I don't really have a good defense. So Cyber Dragon Traps definitely was the most correct, and I want to say probably the only correct way to solve the issue that I had, because the other cards, like I said, to protect myself just weren't too great. But yeah, anyways, that's pretty much it for this video. I really hope you guys were able to learn a thing or two and enjoy, and yeah, don't forget to like and subscribe. It motivates me so much to keep making videos like these, and I'll see you next time. Peace.